back to the sink for some people.
Yes, it is. There's a new survey by the CDC that shows that most people are diligent about hand washing hygiene, but some of us can still do a little bit better. Heather, it sounds like men
are talking to you.
Yes, men and young adults. You have been put on notice because you are apparently the ones who are forgetting to do this as often as you probably should.
Yes. I mean, a huge surprise? I think not, folks. But this is interesting because the CDC asked people to tell them how often they're washing their hands, and then they used that data to compare it to some data that they collected about hand washing back in 2019. So take it with a little grain of salt. This is all self-reported about how much you wash your hands. We're better at it than we used to be, but we're not all still there yet.
I've gotten a little lax, Heather, I have to tell you, because I remember at the beginning of all this, my hands were just like cracked and dry because I was using really hot water and washing for probably longer than I needed to because I was worried about it. And my hands look great right now. I think that's a bad indicator, actually. I think I also probably need to head back to the sink or maybe turn the temperature up. Sometimes you don't have like a hot water source, so you have to wait a while for it to warm up.
So they say that, it's really the friction and the time, and really that 20 seconds isn't just 20 seconds like this, it's 20 seconds like this and in and out. I have this discussion with my kids all the time. I remember at the beginning of this, I made them count to 20 up a billion times early on, and now they're getting pretty good at it. But it's interesting. They say, you really, normal times you need to wash your hands after using the restroom. You need to wash your hands before you eat. You need to wash your hands, if you cough or sneeze. But during a pandemic, they say we need to wash our hands before and after we touch our eyes, mouth, and nose, after we come home from a public place, which I think has probably changed a lot there. And then before or after touching your mask, that's not where I'm very good.
Yeah, that one got me. I don't think about it, right? We adjust it or whatever. We take it down to grab a sip of water. So I need to start doing that one. I also wondered, Heather, too, if our hand sanitizer habits have sort of replaced some of the hand washing, because now the hand sanitizer is everywhere. So if you're at the coffee shop, you know what I mean? Do you just use the hand sanitizer instead? And what do we know about, how clean that actually gets our hands compared to soap and water?
Right, exactly. And also sort of going, and this is going to seem silly, but there is something to it. I've talked to dermatologists about this going into the winter when it's so much drier. Everything is so much drier. You're really going to have to moisturize. It's really something that we're going to have to think about it, because we do need to continue to keep washing our hands. We know that it's the most likely route of transmission is through the air, of course, but they still recommend the hand washing.
Yeah, like with everything, you can't let your guard down yet. We get a little fatigued, right? But it's so important right now.
Yet or ever, just wash your hands. Men.
Just do it. Men and teenagers and whoever, young people.
Right.
All righty.